Hello my dear students and welcome once again to Zenith Academy Online. Today I have come up with an amazing video. It's a one-shot video of trigonometry where I will teach you everything about trigonometry in one shot. And I'll teach you with amazing tips and tricks that you will never forget. Any trigonometric identities, any ratios, even the values you will never ever forget. So let's start our chapter trigonometry. Okay, so before we start the chapter, children, first you should know where trigonometry is applicable. We keep on talking about sine, cos, tan, cosec, cot, everything, right? But where is it useful? So it is useful in finding the heights of big mountain ranges. If the pilot wants to take off, so at what angle he should take off so as to reach a particular height. So for this also trigonometry is useful. If there's a tower and there's some observer at the ground, so at what distance from the tower he should be there and at what angle he should see so that he is able to see the top of the tower. So for all this, even for finding the height of the trees, okay, so how do we do it? If there's sun, okay, the sun will cast a shadow of the tree. Let me draw this to you and show this to you. So there's sun, so sun will cast a shadow of the tree. Sunlight is falling on the tree, so there will be a tree shadow here. Can you see? So this is the tree. Okay, so if we can just find this length of the shadow and the angle, this angle, we'll be able to calculate the height of the tree. So these are the certain applications of trigonometry. If there's a wall, at what angle the ladder should be kept so as to reach a particular height, okay, and at what distance from the foot should be at what distance so as to reach a particular height. For all these things, trigonometry is useful. So let's talk about the definition of trigonometry first. So trigonometry is the branch of mathematics. Mathematics का branch है that is concerned with calculating the angles, okay, of which triangle? Right angle triangle. Angles or the length of the side. So whenever there is a right angle triangle, okay, then if any mathematics, any branch of mathematics which is concerned with calculating these angles, okay, this is a right angle triangle, right? So anything that calculates these angles or these sides, so that branch of mathematics which is concerned in calculating the angles or the length of the side of a right angle triangle is known as trigonometry. Okay, now this is a very important thing, terms related to right angle triangle. If you don't understand these terms well, it becomes difficult to do the sums. Okay, so see here, this is a right angle triangle. Let me change the color. This is a right angle triangle. So this at B, so this is 90 degree. So if I'm talking about this acute angle, see here, this angle will also be acute and this angle will also be acute. So if I'm talking in particular about this angle, then in relation to this angle, what are the three sides? Let's talk about it. First of all, the longest side is known as hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is the longest side which is always opposite to 90 degree, right? Now if I'm talking about this angle theta, then this angle is made by these two rays, this ray and this ray, AC and BC. So the other ray, this ray, okay, which is touching this angle other than the hypotenuse. So this is known as the base or the adjacent side. And the side which is opposite to this angle, the side which is opposite to this angle is known as perpendicular or opposite. Is it clear? Now if you see another triangle, I'm making another triangle, children, here. Just a second. So if I make this angle, the same right angle triangle is there, ABC. Okay. This is the 90 degree. And if now I'm talking about this theta, okay, not this one. So obviously hypotenuse remains same because this is the longest side. But if I'm talking about this theta, okay, then let me change the color. then this angle is made by this side and this side, right? So this one is already hypotenuse. So the other side which is involved in making this angle theta will be known as base or adjacent side, and the side opposite to this will be known as opposite or perpendicular, right? Perpendicular. Now let's go ahead. So these are the three sides: hypotenuse, perpendicular and base. Now if I'm talking about a right angle triangle, the ratios of sides. See, if this is a right angle triangle, okay, 90 degree, and if I'm talking about this theta, then in relation to this theta, the ratio of the sides, say hypotenuse by opposite, or maybe hypotenuse by base, or maybe base by hypotenuse. So these are different ratios. So these ratios are known as trigonometric ratios, and there are different names given to these ratios. So let's see. So we have these 6 ratios. They are sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant and cotangent. But we call it in short. So in short, this is known as sine, this is known as cos, this is known as tan. Sine, cos, tan. This is cosec, this is sec, and this is cot. Right? So sine is perpendicular by hypotenuse, cosine is base upon hypotenuse, tan is perpendicular by base. So there's a lot of confusion. Okay, which ratio is what? So I've come up with a very beautiful trick out here how to remember this. See. So there's this mnemonic that is there. Some people have curly black hair, right? Curly black hair through proper brushing. What does it mean? Sine. Some people have curly black hair through proper brushing. Are you getting it? So sine is equal to, or sine theta is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. Cos theta is equal to base by hypotenuse. Are you getting it? And tan theta is equal to perpendicular by base. I hope this is clear. Some people have curly black hair through proper brushing. Now we know sine, cos, tan. So cosec, sec and cot are nothing but reciprocals. So cosec is the reciprocal of sine. So it will be some people have. Ulta likhna hai. We have to write the reciprocal. Sec is the reciprocal of cos. So sec is 1 by cos. Right? So curly black hair. Right? Cot is the reciprocal of tan. So this is through proper brushing. Some people have curly black hair through proper brushing. Correct? So this is how you will remember all the ratios. Okay? Now, so we know some people have. Sine is some people have. So sine theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Cos theta, curly black hair, and through proper brushing, isn't it? So similarly you can find for the rest as well. Now this is the table which you are very scared of, right? So there are many tips and tricks on YouTube as well to remember this. But my dear children, still, even if you rectify this or you remember this, then also there are times in exam where you panic and you forget. Okay. So I'm going to teach you an amazing palm trick by which during the exam or whenever you are doing that particular question, within 3 seconds you will be able to find the value of this. Okay. So let me tell you how you will remember the standard angles 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree by palm trick. Let's begin. So this is the palm technique. Okay. In this you are writing with your right hand. Okay. Right now my video is coming opposite, so pay attention. You will be writing with your right hand, okay, and you will use your left hand for this technique. So while you are using your left hand, okay, the white part, the palm should be facing you. The palm should be facing you. Okay, are you getting it? Right? And the lowest finger, this little finger will be 0. So this is 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. Is that clear? Now let's begin. So sine. For sine, we have to find the value for sine 0. We have to find the value for sine 30. We have to find for sine 45, sine 60 and sine 90, right? So let's begin. So see here, let me change the color of the pen. Okay, so see here, for sine, they've given sine is equal to square root of fingers below by 2. Watch carefully, right? So take your palm, this is 0, just fold this. So are there any fingers below this? There are 0 fingers below this. So square root of 0 by 2, which is nothing but 0. Because square root of 0 is 0. So numerator mein there is 0. So the answer is 0. So sine 0 degree is 0. Now see sine 30. This is 0, this is 30. Just fold this. So how many fingers are below? There is 1 finger below, right? So square root of 1 by 2. So square root of 1 is 1 only. So the answer is 1 by 2. Right? Now see sine 45. 0, 30, 45. Fold this. How many fingers below? There are 2 fingers below. So square root of 2 by 2. Right? Now you can take either square root of 2 by 2 or in some of the tables, okay, there's a different value given. See here. Square root of 2 by 2 we found out. If we multiply the numerator with root 2 and the denominator also with root 2, we get here 2 and we get here 2 root 2, isn't it? So when this get cancelled, it becomes 1 by root 2, right? So sine 45 degree, you can use either root 2 by 2 directly or 1 by root 2. Both are correct. Okay, now see sine 60, 0, 30, 45, 60. Fold this. How many fingers below? There are 3 fingers below, right? So sine 60 is equal to root 3 fingers below by 2. So root 3 by 2. Isn't it amazing? Now sine 90. 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Fold this. How many fingers below? 4 fingers below. So square root of 4 by 2. Now square root of 4 is nothing but 2. So 2 by 2, which gets cancelled and we get 1. Is that clear? So sine 0 is 0. Sine 30 is half. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2 or root 2 by 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Sine 90 is 1. Now let's see for cos. Now see here, for cos it is square root of fingers above by 2. So how will you do? See cos 0. Okay. Then there is cos 30. Then we have to find cos 45, cos 60 and cos 90. Okay. Now see for cos 0. This is 0. Fold this. How many fingers are above? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fingers are above. So square root of fingers above by 2. So square root of 4 is 2. So 2 by 2 is 1. Cos 0 is 1. Now cos 30. Whenever they ask you cos 30, just take this 0, 30. Fold this. How many fingers above? 3 fingers above. So root 3 by 2. Done. Cos 45. 0, 30, 45. Fold. How many fingers above? 2 fingers above. So square root of 2 by 2. Or we just now did square root of 1 by 2. Square root of 2 by 2 can also be written as 1 by square root of 2. Now cos 60. See here 0, 30, 45, 60. Fold. How many fingers above? 1 finger. So square root of 1 by 2, which is nothing but 1 by 2. Cos 90. 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Fold. Are there any fingers above? No. 0 fingers above. Right? So square root of 0 by 2, which is equal to 0. So we have found out the values of cos as well. Okay. cos 0 is 1, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, cos 45 is root 2 by 2 or 1 by root 2, cos 60 is half, and cos 90 is 0. Done? Now let's go ahead with 10. Now read here. 10 is square root of fingers above by square root of fingers below. Okay. So we have to find 10 0, we have to find 10 30, 10 45, okay, 10 60 and 10 90. Okay, watch carefully. So till now we did it like this. Now we have to just take this thumb and do it like this, right? So the white part, the palm has to face outwards. आपके चेहरे से बाहर. पहले it was facing you, now the palm is facing outwards. So sin और cos के लिए तो हमने ऐसे लिया, tan के लिए हमें turn कर देना है, right? अब 10 का फॉर्मूला देखो, स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ फिंगर्स अबव बाय स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ फिंगर्स बिलो. बट छोटी फिंगर तो छोटी ही रहेगी, सो दिस विल बी 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. Okay. Now 10 0, I will have to fold this. Are there any fingers above? There are 0 fingers above. Divided by, अब इस बार 2 नहीं है नीचे, इस बार क्या है, स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ फिंगर्स बिलो. हाउ मेनी फिंगर्स आर बिलो? 4. So anyways, because in the numerator there is a 0, so the tan 0 value will remain 0. Now see tan 30, 0, 30. Just fold this. How many fingers above? 1. How many fingers below? 3. So square root of 1 by square root of 3, which is nothing but 1 by root 3. Isn't it amazing how quickly we are finding out? Now tan 45, 0, 30, 45. Fold this. 2 fingers above, 2 fingers below. So square root of 2 by square root of 2, which will cancel out and become 1. So tan 45 is 1. Now see tan 60, 0, 30, 45, 60. Fold this. 3 fingers above, 1 fingers below. 3 fingers above, 1 finger below. So it is root 3 only. Because square root of 1 is 1 and you divide anything by 1, the number remains same. Now pay attention. 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Fold this. How many fingers above? 4 fingers above. How many fingers below? There are 0 fingers below. Okay. So this becomes 2 by 0. Now remember, whenever there is a 0 in the denominator, you cannot divide any number by 0. So this is not defined. Tan 90 is not defined, or we can say undefined, or we can say infinity. Okay, not defined, undefined or infinity. I hope this trick will help you. It has helped thousands of my students and it will help you as well. So please practice this trick. Now let's go to identities. I will teach you in an amazing way the identities. Okay, before going ahead with the identities, let me teach you complementary angles. So see here, sine and cos are complementary to each other. Tan and cot are complementary to each other, and cosec and sec are complementary to each other. What do you mean by complementary to each other? See, sine 90 minus theta is cos theta, or cos 90 minus theta is sine theta. So suppose I have taken sine 30 degree. So sine 30 degree will be equal to cos 90 minus 30, right? So it will be equal to cos 60. So what did you get? Sine 30 is equal to cos 60. Okay. So if you see here, there is sine here and there is cos here. They are complementary of each other. Means these two numbers that are there, in the addition of these two numbers should give you 90. Correct? The addition of these two numbers should give you 90. So see here, if I write sine 10 degree, what will be cos? Cos will be 80 degree, because the sum has to be 90. If I take cos maybe 20 degree, then it will be sine. So you have to remember, it follows, the complementary angle follows sine and cos. So at both the sides of equal, there has to be sine and cos. Okay. So cos 20 degree will be equal to sine what? It will be sine 70 degree, because the sum 20 and 70 should become 90. If I take sine say 15 degree, then it will be cos 90 minus 15. What it will be? It will be 75, right? Now, very interestingly, if you take sine 45 degree, what it will be? It will be cos, see this is 45. So what number should come here so that the sum is 90? 45. So 45 is the only theta, is the only angle where sine and cos are same. See, if theta is equal to 45 degree, okay, then sine theta will be equal to cos theta. Otherwise, what happens? Sine theta equal to cos 90 minus theta. Correct? So, now the same holds true for all the other angles also. For example, tan and cot are complement of each other. So, tan 0 degree will be equal to cot 90 degree because this sum should become 90, right? So, if I take cot 60 degree, then it should become tan 30 degree, right? Because this sum should become 90. Similarly, cosec and sec are complementary of each other. Cosec and sec are complementary of each other. So if I take cosec 90, it will be sec 0, right? The sum has to be 90. If I take sec 40, it will be cosec, how much? Total sum has to be 90. So this will be 50. I hope this thing is clear. So sine and cos are complement of each other, tan and cot are complement of each other, and cosec and sec are complement of each other. Now let's go on to the identities. Now see here children, there is a girl. But before we go ahead with this, let me tell you one more very important thing. Now see, we did sine. Some people have, right? Some people have. Then we did curly black hair, isn't it? And through proper brushing, correct? So if we consider these two, pay attention. If I consider these two and if I divide these two, sine divided by cos will be this divided by this, isn't it? Right? So in both the denominators, hypotenuse is there, so I can cancel it out. So it becomes sine theta by cos theta will be equal to perpendicular by base. But you see here, perpendicular by base is tan theta. So what you can say? You can say that sine theta by cos theta is equal to tan theta, isn't it? So this is what you have to understand, that sine theta divided by cos theta is tan theta. Now if I take reciprocal of this and reciprocal of this, what I will get? I will get cos theta by sine theta will be equal to 1 by tan theta, and 1 by tan theta is nothing but cot theta, right? So these two things you should remember. We will use it in making identities, right? Is it clear? Also, we will write here all the reciprocals also so that it becomes easy. Dekho, sine cos tan, and what is the reciprocal of sine? Cosec, right? Cosec is equal to 1 by sine. Sec and cot. Okay, so sec is the reciprocal of cos and cot is the reciprocal of tan. You should remember this reciprocal relationships as well very nicely. Now see, there is a girl. Now this girl is a math scholar. Okay, this girl is a math scholar. Okay, she loves mathematics. And there's a boy, okay, who likes this girl. Now the boy wants to impress the girl. So what does the boy say? The boy says that if I was sine square theta and if you were cos square theta, then what does the boy say? That if I was sine square theta and you were cos square theta, then together we are one. Okay, together we are one. Did you get it? If I was sine square theta and you were cos square theta, then together we are one. Are you getting it? Isn't it amazing? So this is our basic trigonometric identity. Now from this trigonometric identity, we are going to derive the other ones as well very quickly. Okay. So now the girl is very happy. She got really impressed with the boy and she agreed. Okay. So now they go to the boy's place. So who is boy? Boy is sine square theta. Okay. So now see here. This was the basic trigonometric identity. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Now see here. Sine, so the boy and the girl, if I was sine square theta and you were cos square theta, together we are 1. Now they go to the boy's place. Okay. And so the boy people didn't like their relationship. So they wanted to divide them. Okay. So they wanted to separate them. So what they did, divide each term by sine square theta. No? The families do not agree so quickly, right? Isn't it? So we have to divide each term by sine square theta, boy's place. है ना? Boy ये था ना sine square theta. So if you see these two gets cancelled, we get 1 plus. Now cos by sine. Do you remember? We have done this. See, I'll go back. See, cos by sine was what? It was equal to cot. So cos square theta by sine square theta will be cot square theta, isn't it? Now 1 by sine. What is the reciprocal of sine? देखो फिर से I am going back. Reciprocal relationship. Sine का reciprocal was cos. Can you cosec? Can you see? 1 by sine was cosec. So 1 by sine square theta will be cosec square theta. Is that clear? Is it clear? So this is our next trigonometric identity. 1 plus cot square theta is cosec square theta. Isn't it amazing? Now the boys' place, they were not happy, they were not accepted. So again, if I was sine square theta and you were cos square theta, together we are 1. They go again to the girl's place. Now who's girl? Girl is cos, right? So they also did the same thing. So they wanted to divide. So divide every term by cos square theta. Now this and this gets cancelled, we get 1. Sine by cos was 10. So sine square theta by cos square theta will be tan square theta. So tan square theta plus 1 is equal to reciprocal of cos. So if you remember, sine cos tan cosec sec cot, right? So what was the reciprocal of cos? It was sec. So it will be sec square theta. Got it, children? So this is our next trigonometric identity. Correct? So we have written all the 3 trigonometric identities by this amazing story, right? If I was sine square theta and you were cos square theta, together we are 1. So you will now never ever forget all the 3 trigonometric identities. So here is what I have given you. You can take a screenshot of this. So I have taken complementary angles, sine and cos, tan and cot, cosec and sec. Then tan is sine by cos, cot is cos by sine. So all the 3 trigonometric identities also I have taken here. And these are the reciprocal relationship. Right? So I've explained you the concept, the basic concepts. If you want to practice lots and lots of questions of trigonometry with me, what you can do is you can join me at Unacademy. Okay, so I will give you the in the description I will give you the link of my special classes in Unacademy. So there I take mathematics for class 9 and 10. So you can join me there. The special classes are absolutely free of cost. Anyone can join by downloading their app and you can join the special classes. So join me on Unacademy where I'll be teaching you all the different questions. We will solve all the questions. In trigonometry, many a times you find difficulty in solving those problems where proof problems are there, evaluate problems are there. So if you want to practice a lot of questions with me, you can join me at Unacademy. So keep the learning always on Zenith Academy Online. See you my dear children with another video next time. Bye-bye.